next episode, and we'll be talking about the importance of leadership. Leadership has been described as process of social influence in which a person can at least aid or support others or inspire others to do more. So today we are now with Dr. Juliet to discuss about the importance of student leadership and how you can engage yourself into this one-of-a-kind adventure in your college days. So, what it takes to lead?
What it takes to lead.
Yes.
Great question. Yeah. So, I think this is when we're talking about the leaderships, they'll cover the components. One is related to the leaders' traits, So, being a leader, there are the spatial traits for you to lead a group and to make a social influence. Okay. So next,
we have why school leadership matters, especially in our college life. So I think because when you get involved when you're young and when you're in school, you'll develop yourself into emerging countries, because student leadership is very important, especially in the industry, especially when you're at work, because you need to cooperate and interact with other persons, because student leadership engage you with a large batch of persons. So leadership is the ability to motivate yourself and others to accomplish a common goal through a united effort. Although there can only be one prime minister, one president, and one team captain, there are many others who lead by example. You are all leaders of your own lives. Leadership develops through your involvement with your family, school, and community. So, here are the qualities of a good student leader. The first one is responsible.
Responsible. So, you can earn the trust because they're responsible. Not only responsible for the event, but also responsible for the outcome. The second one is conveys optimism. Yeah, why is that?
You have a positive attitude through all things, especially when you're in a bad situation, but you can just think positive all the way, because if you are in a bad situation, you all think in a negative way, right? But if you think in a positive way, everything will change.
Yeah, and I think it's especially important being a student leader, because 80% of the time is very frustrating and negative, the people. So I think that being a leader, you need to how to deal with your emotion, to turn off the negative, the influence on you, to be the positive influence on other people.
Yes. For number 3, a good student leader always thinks strategically. It means that you are thinking in a good way, in a challenging way, because everyone receives an obstacle, problems when you're leading people, but turn that obstacles into challenges.
Yes, strategically means, because nowadays we have very limited resources, limited time, and we want to maximize the result, the outcome. So that's why we need to think out of the box, strategically, to design the win-win, the strategies, so we can make the most of the limited resources and the time, and to make the impact.
Yes, and a good student leader always clear. You simplifies even the most complicated tasks. For example, you have an event, but you can't do it by your own, and you're just thinking on how you can do it and how you can simplify the work by calling all your teammates and discussing all the ideas to make it more simple.
Yes, so everybody knows how to follow you, within a very short time, and they can do a good job.
Yes. And a good student leader is organized. You set your personal and task priorities. Because being a student leader also, you also have an academic life. You also have a student leader life. This is how you can balance your time management in this period. I think this is one of the most challenging part of becoming a student leader in your college or high school life, because time is is so limited. So you should use it wisely.
Yes. So that's how we talk about, last time we mentioned about 2018 rules. So what will be your most valuable, the 20% the time of your daily life. For example, if you need to sleep about, student leader, maybe just sleep 6 hours a day, maybe less. Okay, let's say 6 hours a day, including some other daily activities. So maybe your life more than like you get the 12 hours that you can use every day, including your study and then your work and then your student events.
Yes.
And among the 12 hours, 20% will be about 2 hours, maybe 2 hours and a half, 2.5 hours. So you can just, make sure to secure at least 2.5 hours on your work, on your student work. Because your job as a college student is to study. So make sure that you save the most important 2.5 hours every day. Okay, so you can preview, you can review, whatever you study, focus, and so your schoolwork, it can be served as a foundation. And build up that, then that will be your extra time for your student organizations.
Yes. And a good student leader also motivates people, to encourage people or other students to participate with the daily activities of the school. Because as you know, almost 80% of the students don't want to be engaged in many of the school activities. They just want to study. And you as a student leader, how you can motivate them to participate and to become a student leader like you.
Yes. So I think you need to be also relational, and also need to be very task-oriented, and to manage the student's personality on the both sides.
And a good student leader always is diligent. He takes a project through to its conclusion. It means that when you say something, you finish it. You'll not just let it. And when a problem occurs, you just not finish it. But as a student leader, you always finish what you've done.
Yes. So let's come back to number one: responsible.
Yes. And a good student always delegates, relies on the support of others. You usually ask for the feedback of other people to make sure you improve your leadership style, and of course you want to learn also from other people.
Yes, but I think the key thing is for the student leader, need to know before you delegate something to someone, you need to train them first. Okay, you need to know how to develop your student, the followers, and a lot of the leaders, because they don't have that kind of common sense about training and develop. So they just say, okay, hi, come, John, here's a task. Okay, go and do it. Okay, and so without any proper the training, and that student is just the trying in error, and he's feeling very frustrated. Nobody's the guidance. And he doesn't know if he's doing the right thing or on the right track. So that will be very, very bad as a leader, that before you delegate, you don't have proper training.
Yes. And a good student leader always encourage, you acknowledge the accomplishment of your team members.
Yes. So the efforts is contributed by everyone. The credits should not also belong to all the team members.
Yes. And for the last one, a good student leader is trustworthy. It earns the support and trust of the team.
Yes. So trustworthy depends on two things: your character and your capabilities.
Yeah, it is one of the most important when you're working with a team. Trust. Because if you don't have trust to each other, you can you cannot make a good output in your project.
Yes.
And for the next part, we have 5 exemplary practices of leadership.
Uh-huh. And I think this is the one of the most popular college student leadership model in the whole world. Okay, it's been existing. This theory is been existing for a long time.
Wow.
And then the scholar's name is Cousy and Posner. Yeah, and then the leadership challenges and the student leadership the challenges is being this model being utilized for both business world and then the college students leadership, different models. Okay, and then I like to introduce this to all my students because I think that when we learn about the college students leadership theory, this is the one we have to learn. Okay, because 1,000 theory out there, but we have to just pick up the most important classical the theory that we learn. So 5 exemplary practice of leadership. When getting the extraordinary things done in organization, leaders need to accomplish these 5 tasks. Number 1, model the way. Model the way means what? Means the role model, for your followers. The second one is inspired, a shared vision. So you need to know where you're going, well, where the followers will follow you, okay, and how you're going to just have that kind of faith. You can challenge the process, and then you be willing to take risk, and you be willing to try, And number 4, how you're going to provide the training, how you're going to have the good team building, that kind of coordination, so we can enable others to act, because not only you, but the whole team. Okay, and the last one, encouraging the heart, because being an emerging the leader. So you just mentioned the word emerging the leader means somebody who have no previous leadership experience, and now that's a transition. Before that, he can become a formal leader or a mature leader. There's a transition, and this transition we call it emerging the leaders. Okay, and of course, being an emerging leader, there's a lot of the challenges, and sometimes you feel very frustrated because you're not doing the good job. Okay, so encourage the heart. So encouraging everyone, just keep trying, learn the lessons, do the reflections, and then keep working and keep polishing your leadership skills until one day we can become a true mature leader.
Yes.
Yes.
And here are the 10 ways leadership roles will help you succeed after college.
Mm-hmm.
For example, now you're a student leader. How can student leadership will help you and develop you when you graduated after college?
Yes.
So number 1, you'll gain confidence.
Uh-huh.
Yes. Confidence is one of the hardest things to develop when you're a person or a young person, because you are shy, you're afraid to talk to everyone else, and just like everybody else, you don't want to talk in front of many persons.
Mm-hmm.
But when you became a student leader, you'll gain a confidence, because being a student leader, you always talk to the public.
Yes.
You always encourage them.
Mm-hmm. So you have a sense of accomplishment. You can earn the respect. You feel that you're important.
Yes.
You made something happen. Second one is you can develop communication.
Yes.
Yeah.
You can develop a communication when you're being a student leader, because as a student leader, you will communicate with different departments or with different groups of people.
Mm-hmm.
For example, when you're in a campus, you communicate with the different departments of the campus, communicate with your students and your followers.
Yes, and you also can gain the responsibility.
Yes.
So I think this word is very interesting. Responsibility, and you can tear down this word to the 2 words. The first one is response, and then the second part is ability. So responsibility means your response, your ability to respond. Okay, so what do you mean? For example, something happened, and your ability to respond to this is positive or negative. Okay, some people they will feel that's not my fault. You know, they will blame others. They will put a lot of complaint. But if we want to become a good leaders, and we need to take the responsibility, so we can just the ability to respond this kind of the situation proactively, so we can no complaint, still optimistic, and with your enthusiasm, just face face the challenges, and trying to rescue or trying to fix the situation, provide the solution, and then you become a leader. Okay, because leader is not just just need to deal with the problem solving. So every day, so many things goes wrong, but we're not a threat. So so that is how you can become an effective leader by you have the good problem solving skills.